Welcome to WhiteBaseTCG. Welcome back to WhiteBaseTCG. It's the WhiteBase Commander, and today I have the WhiteBase Team Earth Federation deck, blue with a splash of white. So this is a mono blue rush deck that pushes through quite a bit of damage by focusing more on your level 3s. So we have G-Sky Easy. Choose one of your units, covers 1 HP, good for most matchups. Because you're trying to push through, you're trying to use it. It's not, the stat line's difficult. So this is something that would be changed in the ratios 2 to 3. But it's still one of your best healers of the deck. Then we are playing 4 gun cannon, repair 1, and then change 1 to 2 XP or rest it. Early game base breaker, pushes through. Then our next level 3 is a 4 of J-Gun. If you have 2 or more Earth Federation units, which all of my units are, it's -1. This is just in your late game when your hand is just full of these level 3s, like in turn 6. Turn 7, you can play 3 units and a J-Gun. You'll want to rush down the boards, break the base. Because in Gundam, the main deck building for the first week or so is basically 4 bases. And so we're using that to run through. Next, we have a card that this is a tech card. 3G Fighter, give one of your units high maneuvers, simple and effective, and especially against the seed matchup. If you don't see these enough, you just get run over, they just play big blockers and you'll just slow down. Now onto our level 4s. Trial Deck 1 Gundam, simple and effective. As it gains +1 AP, when it's linked, when paired, so you just need to link it with anything. I'm seeing how we're running 10-ish tamers. Well, pilots you can push through. So this is what Gundam does. It's a good repair unit because then you can swing, repair, swing, kill something, and then repair it back down to its full HP. Especially because you can stack repair now. With 4 of the new LR coming from the first set. Gundam. First line, all your white bases gain repair 1, which does stack. And then when paired, if you have 2 other units, which looking by our unit count so far is really high, you can break through any single damage. This is a card that if you get it down and you have a ward, you just keep it alive. You just play the trade game. With your opponents, you focus on their board, and once you whittle down their board, you can send your Gundams into their bases, and this just enables it. Then we want good stats, and this is probably our best statted card. Just bog standard Gundam, 3/4, 2-drop, and it does add up. It's one of those cards that you just play for the 3/4 body alone, and because spoiler alert, we are running for Amino Ray, we can break through. And it actually trades well with most units, 4 3s, 2 2s, and it's still live, and you're still able to recover 1. So you can basically take out 2 units for the price of this Gundam. And then our big card, this probably I will knock down to 2. MA form, when paired, draw a card. 4/3, link it with Armor Ray. It's still level 5, which is iffy. But if you play Rush, you push through, you're able just to get there. So we're talking, so now let's head on to the tamers. 4 of your base tamer in any white base list. 4 on their way, which is just a very simple 2/1+, and then when paired, you're pairing and linking with quite a bit. You're able to rest a 5 or less HP, so this is just... So an example combo would be, on turn 4, you would play down your Gundam, then link it with your Amino Ray. So now you have a 5/5, right? But you have a 5/5 Gundam, which you trade for one of their lowest creatures that they used to break your seal the turn before. Then recover 1, and then you send out your little dudes that you played turn 3 or turn 2 to push on ahead. And it's still, and with all the Armor Ray cards in the deck, it's still one of the ways you are reliably ending out the game with the pilot and Gundam combination. Our next tamer is the card we got from the starter deck. Mass. Simple burst, it's a free, so you can actually play it earlier. And then, quite simple, when this unit is linked, it gains repair 1. Just a very simple base ability. Because you swing it, because then you can equip it onto Gun Cannon, which is a 3/4, trade, recover 1. So it's an earlier variant of that. And then because we need a certain mass of tamers, WhiteBase pilots I mean, we play Kai's Resolve, which is a +1, and it recovers 3 HP. Just a simple and effective team, especially if you have one of your bigger Gundams get wrecked and you think your opponent's going to do something. You just play Kai's Resolve to heal it, or in the early game you turn this and a gun cannon into a base breaker. Now we go to bases, which are quite simple. WhiteBase. This is a card that I would look at again in the version 2, because you're not deploying Gundams as well. You just use it when you're coming back from whenever you get rushed by Seed and any sort of counter attack deck. It just gives you an extra body and an extra push when you're under certain considerations. And then for our commands, which is a very simple draw package of the only white card in the deck and the best command in all of the game so far. Overflowing Affection. Draw 2, discard 1. It just digs through your deck for a Gundam or a Tamer. And when you're drawing that, you want to prioritise Tamers, because you're running less Tamers than Gundams. You're more likely to actually hit the Gundam that you require. And then 2, show resolves, draw 2. We're still working out the ratios a little bit for this. So your main combos for early game would be Gun Cannon, Kai or Sala. So on turn 3 you play this down, and then you either make it a 3/4, so you can either take out any of their early game units, and it's the same with Kai. You can also get a 3/3, so you can push through, and then with repair 1 you heal up damage, repair 2 you can take more hits. Basically your main goal is try and keep your Gundams on the WhiteBase team on the board as much as possible. So you are going to have to trade, but with repair, trades are far more favourable in your end, but you have to set up. The main concern of the deck is balance, because your main goal is to try and stick down a Gundam with the rest of the team. Then with Salah, it's repair 2. With Armano, it's a 5/4. Not good stats. You want to be more on the health department. But thank you for having a look at. So you want to play Gundam and either have a couple of G Skies, Gun Tanks, G Fighters on board, as you can push through damage. But your main source of damage, it's actually the Troll deck Gundam. Because just the simple when paired ability gives all your units attack 1. This just changes the trade dynamic so far in your favour. So this is your main card that you are wanting to link to. So if you've got any tips, tricks, how to adjust the deck to be more aggressive, I'll be happy to send your feedback. This is Commander of WhiteBaseTCG signing out.